Hey everyone, it's Paul with your Bold Profits Tuesday edition, and today I have two big announcements. One is on our STUF portfolio, and the second is the coming of a new portfolio, similar kind of setup for stocks with an acronym. However, first, let's deal with STUF. So the big news on STUF is that we are calling it. We are calling it. We are calling it. We are ending it. STUF, as of today, as of a few minutes ago, is now recorded in the history books, is done and dusted. It's over. And here are the results. And for those of you who are unaware what STUF is, it was a little mini portfolio that we put out there so that, just being truthful, to try and get more folks to subscribe to our channel, watch our channel, be interested in Bold Profits, which is our free e-letter, and Profits Unlimited, which is my newsletter that goes for $49.99. We put this little mini portfolio out to show you the kinds of ideas that we focus on, how we think about it, and the kinds of results that you might get. So, okay, so STUF was put out there June 9th of 2019, June 9th of 2019, and we are now going to call it. And between July 9th of 2019 and now, Spotify, which was the S in STUF, is up an amazing, extraordinary 74%. Tesla, which was also put in, is up a beyond belief 1,739%. That's right, 1,739%. Uber is up 28%. And Facebook is up 74%. And those of you are wondering why we are ending STUF, it's because we have decided to sell Facebook out of our Profits Unlimited portfolio, and STU just seemed less compelling than STUF. So this was a good moment to just call it, to end it. And we can say that the STUF portfolio, if you followed it from the beginning on July 9th, 2019 to today, would have made you, if you equal weighted it, put $1,000 in, as you can see in the spreadsheet here, you would have made an astonishing, incredible, phenomenal 479%. The S&P 500, as you can see, which is the blue line, was just up 28% in the same time frame. So it was a very, very worthwhile thing. So whilst the remaining stocks are still in our Profits Unlimited portfolio, Spotify, Tesla, Uber, we're going to move to a new mini portfolio, and we're going to hope for equally good results, perhaps even better results. Perhaps it will be even greater than 479%. So today we are going to introduce my new acronym portfolio for Bold Profits for YouTube, to try and get you to follow along. Maybe you would consider investing in it. All right, now with that, let me announce it. And the new acronym that we are going to be following to replace STUF for 2021 is BUZZ. BUZZ. B-U-Z-Z. BUZZ. So this one is going to be mixed with a new thing that I'm incredibly excited about. And that begins with the B in BUZZ, which is Bitcoin. That's right. The B is for Bitcoin. And the reason to put Bitcoin is because I believe that Bitcoin prices are heading higher and significantly higher. If you're watching me on the Incast, you know Ian Dyer and I, my incredible colleague, we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all the time, and we have big predictions out there for Bitcoin. My personal prediction for Bitcoin is that I believe that Bitcoin can get to $250,000 over the next 1 to 3 years. And that's based on a number of models that consider the potential demand for this universal digital currency and the supply, which is locked at 21 million. And that's the essence of why I would put Bitcoin into Buzz and tell you that this is worth some amount of your investment dollars, because there is a world of demand for this very finite, very divisible, very portable digital currency that is an excellent store of value that can replace gold and so many of the currencies around the world where people are looking to take their hard-earned money and leave it in something that can maintain its value. And just understand the vast majority of the world has far worse currencies than the dollar or the pound or the established currency of the world. Those currencies in many developing nations, and I used to live in India, I can tell you that those currencies are always on a track to zero on some 7 or 10-year basis. And Bitcoin is a real, very, very good alternative for them. And I believe that this is going to draw a lot of people to want to buy it. And there's a limited supply. When unlimited demand meets limited supply, I believe the price can be significantly higher. And that's the basis of putting Bitcoin into Buzz. All right. So there is one stock that is in common with STUF from our previous portfolio, which is Uber. Now, the reason why we're going to keep Uber is that Uber never really fulfilled the promise that we wanted when we put it into STUF. So I'm willing to give it a second try. And the reason to put Uber into the portfolio is that Uber now has really fixed its business model. Before, it was a little bit confused. It owned the access and patents to all this autonomy technology. They were developing air taxis. It was all very confusing. Today, they've sent all of those units off to specialist units, and they have equity stakes in them, which is good for them. And now they are focused on just doing one thing. In other words, using their technology platform to really coordinate and manage transportation options, which over the next 1, 3, 5 years increasingly are going to be autonomous. And they will still, however, need coordination. And the Uber app, the Uber platform is the way that it's going to do this. It's going to do this, obviously, with regular drivers that currently transport people and transport food. However, in the future, we are going to have autonomous taxis on that network. We're going to have flying taxis on that network. We're also going to have drone trucks and other autonomous transport, and Uber will be the central platform by which all of this is coordinated. And I believe this is going to make its stock soar higher. And this is the reason why we have left Uber into the portfolio and why it is the U in Buzz, B-U-Z-Z. All right. So we've got the B, which is Bitcoin. We got the U, which is Uber. So now we've got the third one, which is Z for Zoom. Zoom is the platform that I'm using to actually record this video. Zoom is also the platform that the vast majority of kids certainly in the United States, are using to attend virtual school. Our colleague, our incredible, amazing colleague, Amber, uses it to attend virtual church sessions, and people are using it to visit their doctor, talk to their friends and family. In other words, this is a platform that is ubiquitous, a big word, ubiquitous meaning that it's everywhere, ubiquitous. And my history with platforms, technologies, products, service that are ubiquitous is that they tend to be extraordinary, incredible stocks, and they end up becoming verbs like Google. So there was a time when Google was something like Zoom. It was ubiquitous, yet its stock price had not yet reflected that. And this is the opportunity that you have with Zoom. This is a technology, a product, a service that is used by everyone everywhere. And it is still very early days in terms of how often it can be used, how much it can be used, and of course, how much it can help people that can use it, and then also help the company earn a lot of money, which would increase demand for its stock and soar it and surge it higher, which is why Zoom gets a spot in Buzz. All right, what's the last one? We have one more because we've got B, which is Bitcoin, U, which is Uber, and the first Z, which is Zoom, and the last Z is Zillow. Zillow, for those of you who are unaware, is the dominant technology company, if you will, that really serves the real estate market. It is at first digitizing real estate listings, digitizing the way that you go and look at a home. And we are very early in this revolution. Over time, I expect Zillow to introduce a number of innovations such as virtual reality, augmented reality, potentially holograms, all kinds of additional services that can be layered onto its current platform, where they're already doing many different things to add value in terms of real estate listings, in terms of giving you information about a home, in terms of giving you information about the interest in a home, connecting you with buyers, connecting you with sellers. However, this is very, very, very early days. My incredible colleague Tamara follows the housing market. And so we are expecting a massive digitization of the real estate market, particularly the residential real estate market, which is ripe for disruption, ripe for change, because the number one buyer of homes today is the millennial generation. They want digital solutions. They're comfortable with digital solutions, and they use Zillow and others in huge, huge numbers. The number of virtual seeings is skyrocketing. The number of people buying a house without ever visiting is skyrocketing. And Zillow is one of the critical factors in that. And we expect this to continue, which is why Zillow goes into our Buzz portfolio as the last Z. So just to recap, Buzz is our new acronym portfolio. Our team is going to put together a phenomenal, incredible, astonishing report, which we're going to give to folks for free. And then what we hope is that you will come back, subscribe to this channel, follow our team as we update you on Buzz and the themes in Buzz, which is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, the development of autonomy and robotics and drones and 3D printing through Uber, and then the virtualization of so many things that we do today through telepresence like Zoom, and then finally the radical alteration, the digitization of something that we all know and love and want and participate in, which is in the buying and selling of real estate, or else in the living of spaces. So that's Buzz. 4 amazing, phenomenal, astonishing, incredible stocks for you to consider. Please subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to Bold Profits Daily, which is our e-letter, if you want to get notification when we finish our report, and then we will make sure that you have access to it. So that is my Bold Profits Daily for this week. It is calling for the end of STUF, which is now done and dusted, and for the beginning of Buzz. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tell us below if you participated in STUF. Give me your thoughts on Buzz, and I'll have another video for you next week. Until then, this is Paul saying bye.